All right, shocking developments in the lawsuit filed against the Twinsburg Police Department by 3 officers, 2 of whom have been fired since our report first aired.
Yeah, the city vehemently denied allegations of excessive force and record tampering made in that lawsuit.
But 19 Investigates' Gabby Hart obtained exclusive leaked footage and documents that seemingly depict one of the claims made in that lawsuit.
It's a story you'll see on just one station.
Now you got an underage party with a bottle of alcohol. I can clearly see right there.
This video shows Twinsburg police breaking up a Halloween house party the night of October 30th, 2021. It involved nearly 100 juveniles. This party on Andover Drive is front and center in a public records lawsuit filed against the city of Twinsburg and the police chief Thomas Mason. In the suit filed by 3 Twinsburg police officers, 2 of which were recently fired, there are claims of retaliation and record tampering. One of the claims states that Chief Mason's underage son was at this party, and it alleges the chief told officers not to put his son's name in the police report. Now, the city sent a statement calling the allegations in the lawsuit a, quote, despicable smear campaign. They also sent us the termination letters for the fired officers in the, quote, spirit of transparency. They said our records request for documents and footage had been received and forwarded to the law department for review. But an anonymous source with access to the city's footage leaked some of those public records directly to 19 Investigates. Those reliable sources compared a teen seen in this footage to a 2021 public photo of Chief Mason with his son. They believe it's the same person. He was a juvenile at the time, so we're protecting his identity.
You talk to my dad. Here, while I talk to your dad, write your information down.
Okay, so you're gonna be here?
Yes.
Are you gonna be here?
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Are you cool with us doing that with the other kids too? All right, I'll tell them. Or I'll let you tell them. Yes, sir.
You saw this young man write his name down, and we took a screenshot. And if you look close, it appears to match the first name of someone that has been publicly reported and connected with Chief Mason. Now, the first name we saw written down on that officer's notepad, it was nowhere to be found when we scanned through the nearly 30 names written down in this police report. Now, take a listen to this exchange between 2 officers at the scene.
What more you want from that?
We'll just have all the names, every name that we can
Boss
get.
man said give him a call afterwards. Tell me to call him.
Who's that?
Numero uno.
He did?
Yeah, Ancho. Yeah.
Okay. The number 1?
Yeah.
Our source also gave us the redacted video that they claim the city edited. We watched the same interaction between those 2 officers, and when it gets to the part we just showed you,
What more you want from that?
We'll just have all the names.
the audio cuts out. So now that this footage is out, we have reached out to the city and the police chief asking for sit-down interviews to try and get to the bottom of some of this. Now, we are still waiting on them to respond. Now, in that lawsuit, it also makes claims of an incident involving excessive force.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Taser.
And you guessed it, we've got exclusive video and dash cam footage showing the incident in question. I'll bring you that tomorrow evening right here, along with any new developments. For now, I'm Gabby Hart, 19 News.